Hey creators of the multiverse, what is going on? It's Athena Amoeba, your friend, in tuning into the power that creates worlds and the power that you can use to create your own universe. So today it's time for an update video, which means updating on where I am with my goals and talking about some of the challenges and roadblocks that you all may be experiencing as well, and just talking about processing those and getting through them. So for me this week, it's been a really interesting week. I know that last time I said that I was going to be making money through Instacart and all of those apps that can help you earn some side money, and I still am. It wasn't as lucrative as I wanted it to be. One day I made $150 working 10 hours, so I made like $15 an hour, which isn't that bad. But I also got a ticket for $100 because in San Francisco parking was absolutely horrendous, and you know, I had to deliver things, and when there's no place to park sometimes I just parked wherever, and I unfortunately got a ticket one of those days. So anyways, so it wasn't that bad though as far as how much money I made. The next day that I did it though, I only made like $50. Well, actually made 80, but you know, still wasn't as good. But you know, those are just 2 days. I have to continue to do it so that I can make sure that I could pay my bills for the upcoming month. But yeah, it wasn't as lucrative as I had hoped, but we'll see. I'm not gonna just dismiss it completely yet. We'll see how it goes. But I also applied for a job as an organizer, and I'm just really hopeful. I hope that I get it, first of all, because it would help me bring in some more steady income, and then I could do this other stuff on the side, which would help me to reach my goal of bringing in $4,000 a month. Like, that would be amazing. But I'm hopeful that if I do get the job, that it is not like the past jobs that I have left, what I talked about last time in leaving jobs that left me feeling burnt out and depleted. But you know, I'm hopeful. I just have a really good feeling about it, so I hope that it'll be a good thing, and I hope that I get it, first of all. So that's what I've been really focusing on this past week, was applying to that job, doing the interview process, working some days with Instacart, and really just trying to get myself back on track. Today I realized that I haven't made any progress with my weight loss, and I keep, you know, going back and forth with this last 5 pounds, gaining it, losing it, gaining it, losing it, and I'm like, okay, now I need to break that barrier and lose like the next, you know, the next 10, the next 15, the next 30. I have 60 pounds to go, and so today I was like, what am I gonna do? How am I going to make this happen? And you know what to do. Eat healthier, eat more fruits and vegetables, drink more water, take in less calories, exercise, or do some sort of physical activity. So I know what I have to do, and really how I feel about it is just, honestly, but really I want to lose that weight because I know I'll feel better about myself. My birthday's coming up in about 2 months. Yeah, ooh, I'm gonna be 28. Oh my god, I'm gonna be 28. But I feel so old, but I have to, you know, remember that I'm not. I'm youthful. I mean, compared to somebody who is 60 or 80 years old, I got a lot of youth left, you know? And even so, there are 60-year-olds out there, 70, 90-year-olds out there living much more fulfilling lives than I am right now. Not because my life isn't good. My life is actually really amazing, and I have so much to be thankful for. But in the sense that they're out there getting it. They're out there doing it, you know? And that's where I'm trying to get myself to a point, too. And honestly, the biggest setback that I have right now is just the way that I think and feel about myself. I talk with my sister all the time. My sister's amazing. She lives in Ukraine. Hey sister, you're the best. She's been helping me make my cover photos for these videos. She helped me make my banner for the video. So if you like them, reach out to her. I'll put the information below where you can reach her, because of course I've got to get permission from her first. So yeah, if you would like help with some photos, Photoshop, graphic design, my sister does a great job at that, and I've been really happy with her work, and she makes me look good. I wish I could look like that in real life. Then I'd be real happy with myself. But yeah, that being said, so my sister, who I talk with all the time, I love her, she's the best, and I'm always like beating up on myself when I talk to her, and she's like, stop being so mean to yourself, stop beating up on yourself. I'm like, I know, honestly, that's the number one thing that holds me back when doing something, even in applying for this job. I want the job, but subconsciously I'm thinking there's no way that they're gonna pick me, even though I feel like I do know what I'm talking about. I also just feel like, there's so many people who are better than me out there, and that's generally how I just feel about everything. And it's a horrible thing to focus on, really, because so what? Even if there are better people than me out there, which of course there are, doesn't mean that I shouldn't pursue the things that I want. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't go for the things that I want to do just because there's people out there who are better than me. And that stops me from doing so many things. And it negatively impacts me in so many areas of my life, even in my relationship, which is amazing. And I love my boyfriend so much. He's really the best. He's amazing. But we've had some squabbles just because I really just don't believe that he loves me, and it's not really because of anything that he does or doesn't do. It's just because I have a hard time believing it, and I just have a hard time believing that, I'm worthy of anything. And so these are some of the things that I've been talking about: the long-term effects of abuse, the patterns that play over and over again in our mind, that we actually need to practice changing them. And as much as I've studied this and I've been working on it, I know that I need to take it to the next level and put in a more concrete daily practice to change the way that I think, and to change some of these reoccurring thoughts that just come out over and over and over and over again. And so the video that I made on the limiting beliefs really covers that, and I know that I need to practice that daily for myself. I need to have a ritual where I wake up in the morning, I do some reflections, do some affirmations, do some physical activity with my body that makes me feel good but also makes me feel connected. I know that I need to develop a routine like this because currently I don't have one. Almost every day is different from the next, or every day is different from the day before. I don't really have a routine, and I go through periods where I get on a routine, but then I just, for whatever reason, change it, or just end up going with what I'm feeling versus what I'm committed to, And so I know that the things that I'm posting about, I actively need to practice myself. So that being said, this week what I'm committed to doing, I'm committed to keeping a schedule, maintaining a schedule, and I want to wake up at 4 a.m. every day, do some reflections and exercises, both mental and physical, and I'm going to be, the main things I'm going to do are some physical exercises to work on the parts of my body that I really want to get in shape: my legs, my butt, my arms, and then maybe go for a walk. If not in the morning, then later in the afternoon. But in the morning, definitely do whatever exercises fit into a certain time limit, and then do some reflection using my tarot cards and just, reflect on where I'm at, where I'm going, but then also really fit in those positive affirmations. So all of these negative thoughts that I have about myself, whether it be like I'm not good enough for my relationship, whether it be I'm not good enough for the jobs that I aspire to have, or the work that I want to do, that I feel like I'm not even worthy enough to do it, like why should I, who am I to do anything? I really need to replace those with positive affirmations. So I'm going to work on that this week, and then I'll report back next week to see, how it's been going, what have the affirmations done for me, what has the exercise done for me. And also I'm going to really commit to changing my eating, and I just looked up on my fitness pal, I want to lose at least 2 pounds a week. And so I'll have to make sure that I'm taking in no more than 1,200 calories, which is going to be hard, and I'm going to have to give up cheese, and I fucking love cheese, because all the best things have cheese: pizza, enchiladas, quesadillas, everything good has cheese. And as you can see, there's my problem right there, and why I can't get past this weight loss wall that I've hit. But I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, and if I stray, I'm not going to beat myself up, and that's going to be a big key. Just keep going. If you fall off the horse, so to speak, don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that it's natural. It's like riding a bike. If you fall off the bike when you're learning, do not beat yourself up about it. Actually, I'm going to make a video right now about the 4 stages of learning because I think it's so important, and as a society we don't really operate that way and we beat ourselves up instead, but we really need to remember that there are 4 stages of learning, and at anything in your life, in any subject in your life, you could be in any of the 4 stages of learning, and reflecting on that I think can really help us to keep going and keep pursuing our goals, keep pursuing our dreams. And so I have to remember that myself as well. So that's where I'm at. Let's see where this week takes us. I'm going to find out in a few days if I get that job, and that will be a total game changer. So I'll be back next week with more personal updates. But until then, we're growing, we're learning, we're taking these tools and using them to create our own universes. So much love to you all. See you next time.